Hi everyone. This is assignment for the online course Machine Learning using Python by Skyfi Labs. The assignment is plant species prediction based on its petal and sepal sizes. Before going into the actual code, first we'll see what is a petal and sepal. So if you take any flower, so this is a petal and this is sepal. So similarly here, this is petal and this is sepal. So based on the dimension, that is the height and width of the petal and sepal, we are going to classify the flower. So in this machine learning code, we have taken three different classes of iris flowers. That is Setosa, versicolor, and virginica. So the first step in this machine learning for classification of flowers is to import the libraries. So here we have different libraries, like we have imported libraries from pandas and then matplotlib and then sklearn. Pandas is for data manipulation and then matplotlib is for plotting and then sklearn contains different uh, machine learning models. So the next step is to load the data set. So here we have taken the data set from the internet itself. So either we can directly load the data set from the server, or else we can download this particular data set, that is this particular CSV file, to our local folder, and from that local path we can also import. So this data set contains actually 5 columns. So the first is the sepal length and then the sepal width, and the next two are the petal length and width, and finally the class, to which class this particular flower belongs. And the next step is to get the information from the data set. So this data set dot shape, it's going to give us the actual size of the data set, that is the number of rows and columns, and then the data set head. So this is going to print the entire data set. That is, we have taken around 50 data for each classification. So the total three classification, 3 into 50, we have around 150 rows and then 5 columns. So this entire thing is going to be printed after execution of this particular line. And then the description. So this describe is going to give uh, the total number of count in each category, and then the mean, standard deviation, the minimum value, the maximum value of the data set we have imported, and then finally the class distribution. This is going to give the total number of data set in each classes. So like I mentioned earlier, we have three different classes, that is Setosa, versicolor, and then virginica. So each classes contain around 50 datas. Next is data visualization. So here we are going to plot the imported data. This is a box and a whisker plot. So maybe while executing this particular code, we'll see what is the actual output of this particular visualized data. And then histogram, this is going to print the petal length, width, and then the sepal length and width in the histogram fashion, that is bar graph. And then the scatter plot. So we'll see this while executing the code. The next step is to split the data set. So here we are going to split the data set into 80 and 20 percentage. So we are going to take 20 percentage for testing, and then the remaining 80 percentage for training. This random state one indicates that we are going to take the data not in any particular fashion, in any orderly fashion. Rather, we are going to take randomly this 80 percentage for training and 20 percentage for testing. And the next step is actual training of the data set. So for training, we have taken 6 different models. So rather than any single model, we are going to train this particular data set using 6 different models. That is logistic regression, linear discriminant analysis, and then so on, like Gaussian, and so on and so forth. So for these 6 different models, we are going to calculate the accuracy. So how accurate this particular model is, and based on this accuracy, we are going to evaluate which training model is suited for this particular flower classification. So after the training, it is found that this SVC model has the best accuracy. So we are going to predict this particular model. So using the remaining 20 percentage data. So like we have mentioned earlier, this training is done for 80 percentage of the data, and the 20 percentage of data that was not involved in the training was used to predict whether the model has trained properly or not. So here we are evaluating based on the prediction whether the prediction is close to the actual value or not. So for that we have some accuracy scores and then confusion matrix and so on. So this we'll see during the execution of the code. Now we will execute the code and we'll see. For execution of the code, I have used Anaconda Navigator, particularly this Jupyter Notebook. Uh, So here we have this code, like mentioned in the earlier presentation. We have loaded all the libraries and then imported the data set. So this data set dot shape gives the total 150 rows and 5 columns. So that's entire data set is printed here using this print data set. And next is the describe. So the describe gives the number of data in each category, and then its mean, standard deviation, and then minimum value, the number of data in the first 25 percentage, and then the next 50 percentage, and then 75 percentage, and then the maximum value it gives. And next is distribute. Distribute, that is group, gives the number of data in each different classes. So like mentioned earlier, we have 3 different classes like Setosa, versicolor, and then virginica, each having 50 datas. And then the box and whisker plot. So this has plotted the sepal length and width, and similarly petal length and width for the different datas. So this numbers indicate the measurement, that is in centimeters, the length of the sepal, and this is the width of the sepal in centimeters, and similarly the petal length and width. And histogram plots the corresponding data in the bar graph fashion. And then scatter plot gives the relationship between the sepal length and width across the same sepal length and width. So as we have seen, this petal width corresponding to corresponding petal width gives the maximum correlation, and similarly this petal length has the maximum correlation with this corresponding petal length, and so on and so forth. And then splitting data set, that is 20 percentage for training and then remaining 80 for 20 for testing and remaining 80 for training. And this is we are training the algorithm, the training using 6 different algorithms, and this gives the accuracy of the algorithm. So from this it is found that the SVM algorithm has the greater accuracy, and this is the algorithm comparison. As mentioned earlier, this SVM algorithm gives the higher accuracy. So for prediction, we use this SVM algorithm. So while using SVM algorithm, this is the final prediction results, that is using the remaining 20 percentage data set. This gives an accuracy of 0.96 or 96 percentage accuracy. Finally, I would like to thank Skyfi Lab for providing this particular certification course free of cost during this lockdown period. Thank you.